Coming up on today's Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I want to take a look at 5 Eagles rookies who have been showing out and performing very well during training camp and in the preseason. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in, I appreciate you for making today's Philadelphia Eagles now a part of your day. So many talented content creators out there who cover the birds on YouTube. A lot of great personalities who also talk about this team on other publications. So anytime you decide to hang out here with us, we're very appreciative. You're all real ones. Rookie standout number 1 for me is the 22nd overall pick from the 2024 NFL Draft, Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo. He has had a superb training camp, and in his preseason debut against the Baltimore Ravens, we saw why the Eagles took him in that first round. Throughout training camp and in the preseason, he has gotten first-team reps on the inside at slot nickel in some of those dime packages. He has also gotten some first-team reps on the outside. He started at outside corner in the preseason opener against Baltimore because Darius Slay, a veteran, was resting. And on a 3rd and long on the first Ravens drive, Quinyon Mitchell broke on the football, thrown by Josh Johnson, had a really good pass breakup. I like the technique. Some people tried to tell me that in a game situation in the regular season, he would have gotten whistled for a pass interference. It was good technique. He backpedaled nicely, broke on the football, kind of had his hands around the receiver, but officials will allow that contact to fly unless you're really prohibiting that wide receiver from making a play on the ball. And what Quinyon Mitchell did was he's right behind the receiver, and he's able to kind of navigate around him with the pass breakup. Should have been an interception. He admitted that, but he had 44 pass breakups the last 2 years at Toledo. His ball skills are unbelievable. I wanted to see how those ball skills would translate to the NFL level. They have in training camp against his own team. He performed well in the lone joint practice session against New England, and in game action, they were also shown off. And Vic Fangio saying, we might have to start Quinyon Mitchell at nickel corner, even though he didn't play that position at Toledo, just to put our best defensive personnel on the field in the secondary. Now, he said, in turn, that Quinyon Mitchell has to work on his communication a little bit, but because the Eagles are so deep at corner, Vic Fangio wants his best personnel on the field. And so far, it's been Isaiah Rodgers, Darius Slay on the outside, with Quinyon Mitchell on the inside, who has really started to lengthen his lead over a player like Avonte Maddox for that slot role. And then the one-on-one reps, he's performed well against the likes of A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, 2 of the top wide receivers in the game, and he was really good against New England in team drills and during one-on-ones. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., rookie standout number 2. He really flashed for me in that first preseason game, his professional debut against Baltimore as well, where he was able to notch 6 tackles, 4 of which were solo tackles. He had a sack of Josh Johnson and a quarterback hit. Good pursuit skills, good instincts, good play speed, very good patience. He also made a really good play on special teams. That might be his earliest route of receiving playing time this year for a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. Mostly during training camp, Axeman Jr. has been running with the 2s as an off-ball linebacker. He has gotten occasional first-team reps. And I said this during our Eagles preseason Week 1 winners and losers segment, but to see a Trotter on the nameplate playing linebacker for the Eagles in 2024 is wild. I just love the way that he plays the game. I think he has a bright future, and it's nostalgic for a lot of people who are in my age bracket because we grew up watching this Eagles team with these dominant defenses in the early 2000s, led by defensive coordinator Jim Johnson and his father, Jeremiah Trotter Sr., who was a perennial All-Pro and multi-time Pro Bowler with the Eagles in the early 2000s. And speaking of Quinyon Mitchell, if you want to get his rookie jersey because you think he's going to be a stud, or you're a diehard Eagles fan who loves getting Eagles jerseys, you can get your jerseys today. Chatsports.com/Quinyon. He is rocking the number 30 as of right now. That's what the jersey will come in. I think it's pretty cool. Like, you look back at LaShawn McCoy, for instance. He wore 29 as a rookie, then made the switch to 25. When you see those 29 McCoy jerseys, you're like, you're a true Eagles fan. You could be a true Eagles fan getting that Quinyon jersey rocking the number 30 because he might try to switch that number at some point. Will Shipley, rookie standout number 3. And what's the consistent theme here with Mitchell, Trotter, Shipley? All of them in their first professional games fared very well. Now, it's not like the numbers for Shipley popped. It's not like he dominated, right? But he looked damn good. And he looked the part. A versatile running back who I think is going to be able to impact the game as a runner and as a pass catcher. He also held up as a pass blocker, which is always good. 7 carries, 23 yards, only 3.3 yards per carry, but he did have that receiving touchdown on that 7-yard touchdown from Kenny Pickett. Love the play design of that play as Kellen Moore put a lot of size on the right side of the line of scrimmage with CJ Uzama, Grant Calcaterra, Johnny Wilson, and then the Eagles want play action toward that side. For me, Shipley a winner because he looked so comfortable running the football, catching the football, but he ran with surprising physicality. Surprising power, and he has finesse to his game as well. Rookie standout number 4 is Jalyx Hunt. This is an intriguing athlete at the edge rusher position. He started his college career as a safety playing in the Ivy League at Cornell, and then he goes to Houston Christian and becomes a pretty damn good edge rusher. Got in the game pretty early against Baltimore, had a near sack right around the goal line against the veteran and Josh Johnson. And what's funny about Jalyx Hunt, he's wearing the number 58 as an edge rusher for the Eagles. Just like Jeremiah Trotter Jr., it's wild to see him in the 54. It's kind of nutty to see Jalyx Hunt in the number 58. He reminded me a little bit of Trent Cole. Trent Cole, not a player who had the quick burst and athleticism of a Jalyx Hunt, but they do have similar size. And then rookie standout number 5 is the 6th-round pick out of Florida State, Johnny Wilson. When he was at Florida State, suffered from some drops, sometimes played smaller than him being the tallest wide receiver in the NFL at 6'6". At times, he would get sloppy with his route running. Against the Patriots during the joint practice on Tuesday, him and Jalen Hurts really couldn't find a connection during those one-on-ones, but the Eagles have clearly been very impressed with what he's been able to do as a rookie. The drops have continued. He didn't do a lot during that preseason game against Baltimore, but as a rookie to get first-team snaps as a wide receiver 3, to be that jump ball, climb the ladder, go up and get it type of target, he adds a very interesting dynamic to this Eagles team, and clearly he's been climbing up the depth chart since training camp got underway. So those are 5 rookies for me that have really popped and impressed me throughout training camp and preseason for Philadelphia. It's always a good sign to see these young players faring well because you want to replenish the cupboard with your talent, and you want to hit on as many draft picks as possible, and so far so good for Howie Roseman in this front office. So which rookie has impressed you the most? As you venture down there to drop that name, be sure to hit that subscribe button right here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. It's one of my goals this year to get that silver plaque from YouTube, to get Eagles Now to 100,000 subscribers, so help us get there.